Hello, welcome for yet another session on the study of the human embryo. However, this is going to be slightly different in the sense we are looking at not the complete embryo but then a particular system. So in this session, we would look at the development of the digestive system and an overview to understand what are all the structures and the layers which come out from what primitive structure. So we know something about the digestive system. We know it is a long tube, a kind of a convoluted tube in the adult. It starts at the mouth and ends at the anus. And from the mouth to the anus, it runs through and through. However, the dimensions of the tube are not the same. In certain parts of the tube, we find dilatations, convolutions, and so on. Let's now look at the digestive system development part. We generally say the digestive system develops from the endoderm. We know about the human embryo and we know it is triploblastic or trilaminar, and there are three layers: the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and the endoderm. The endoderm is generally described the innermost layer or the ventralmost layer, and the digestive system develops from the endoderm. We say it is endoderm. Why do we say so? We know the epithelium and the parenchyma. In other words, the functional parts of the digestive system develop from the endoderm. Of course, when we talk about digestive system, we should also talk about the connective tissue, the muscular components and the peritoneal components. Nevertheless, the epithelium and the parenchyma are concerned with the functions of the digestive system. The epithelium will also contribute to the glandular elements, and then the parenchyma is that functional component, the bulk of the tissue, the bulk of the organ. So the functional parts of the organs related to the digestive system are all derived from the endoderm. The muscular components, the peritoneal component are not derived from the endoderm. They are from the mesoderm. Nevertheless, we call the gut tube the endodermal gut tube primarily because the functional parts come from the endoderm. Now let's recollect, and in this overview, we'll start at this point and then try and reach the point where we understand how the different parts of the gut system are derived. We know to start with, the embryo was a bilaminar disc. So here is a kind of, an illustration, a schematic illustration wherein marked X shows a bilaminar structure. Let's say the blue line is the ventral endoderm and the black line is the dorsal ectoderm. Now, in this ectoderm, if you notice, something develops. What is it? Some part of the ectoderm develops into what is called the neural tube, and then the neural tube, here you would notice, it folds dorsally and then closes to proceed further. So here you find this is the ecto, and here is the neural tube, and the neural tube has folded dorsally and closes. And here you find the endo, which is trying to fold ventrally. So we can say the neural tube elevates and closes dorsally. The ventral endoderm rolls down and closes ventrally.